Hello everyone and welcome to the new quick tutorial. This time I will show you how to create realistic materials in Blender. First, create a new material. To keep this organized, we can create frames. I will call this bump 1 logo. This is our logo and this is a bump version with no text and with inner shadow. Import the bump version into Blender, add bump and connect into normal. Because we will use 5 images, different dimensions, we need different UV maps. First one is logo. Add a UV node and connect to logo texture. Open the UV editor on the left and select the logo texture. Go to edit mode and project everything on a white background. White has a value of 1, which means that the bump will not be visible. Select face where you want the logo. Unwrap this face and project on the logo on the left side. Now we can control the intensity of the bump. Now we can add a new bump layer. I will call this bump 2 scratches. I will use this texture from ambiencg.com. Add a new bump and connect to the first bump node. Create a new UV map and connect into a texture. Now we can unwrap scratches texture. Use a color ramp to highlight scratches. Now we have logo and scratches. Create bump 3, call this noise. Add noise texture node. We will use object projection instead of UV map here. Increase contrast with color ramp and scale. Now we can use this map as a third layer of the bump. Connect bump 3 to the bump 2. Now we can easily control intensity of the logo, scratches and noise. We have 3 layers of the bump connected one to the other. For roughness and specular, we will use the surface imperfection map from ambiencg.com. Create a new UV map. Unwrap again. Increase contrast with color ramp and control how much reflection you want. We can set this up in frame to keep this organized. Add a logo texture and connect it with the logo UV map we created before. Mix logo with the yellowish color. Now we have one problem. If we move this slider left or right, we choose between color 1 or 2. This is the same as transparency in Photoshop. We choose how transparent the top layer is. We can easily create this map if we increase the contrast of the logo with the color ramp. Now we can use this as vector. Where it is black there will be a logo, where it is white it will be a yellowish color. We can do the same with the surface imperfection map we use for roughness to add more details in color. For color 2 I will use hue saturation node and I will make a slight change from initial yellow color. We can do the same with scratches. Highlight them with a darker color. Use the scratches map we use for bump in the beginning as a vector. We can use concrete texture to add dirt to the computer. Create a new UV map. I don't want dirt all over the computer, but only in a few smaller places. First, I will unwrap everything to 1 pixel with S plus 0. Scale all to 0. And project it on a white pixel because white means value of 0. Now we can select faces where we want dirt. Unwrap only that area. We can now use this map as a vector to add dirt. I will now add a brownish color. We can easily add more areas where we want dirt. Duplicate the same material for the keyboard. I will use this map with the keys. Create a new UV map. Project everything on white. Now just select the keys and project them on the correct place. We can use this as vector. Color 1 will be black for the keys. For screen material, we will multiply this CRT image with this Gmail image I want to display on the screen. We can also multiply this with bluish color. Connect everything into emission and increase the value. Now I will duplicate the screen and make a new material, glass. I will use the scratch map to add a little bump. Set the transmission to 1. I will use the surface imperfection map we used before for roughness and a little dirt in the color input. If this is too fast for you or you want to learn how to model old Macintosh, look for the whole 2 hour and 40 minutes long tutorial in the description.